I'm Valia and I'm going through all my old art, and today it's time for all the other bits and bobs. Since the other video I posted, that was all this, like all my sketchbooks that I had, all like my old ones, all my school ones, uni ones, whatever, just whatever I have at the moment. And went through them last time, so if you're interested in that, you can check the other one out. But in this one, I'm gonna go through a lot of the stuff that I have just on like loose paper, loose sheets, all the stuff in like the big folders, and some of the canvasy things as well. So yeah, another big job, so here we go.
I think we're gonna go through that folder there first, and I might just do a folder by folder and just see what's in there, since I took all the sketchbooks out, so it's just a bunch of loose stuff. So yeah, we're gonna start with that one. All right, we're just gonna start with all the loose stuff. I do really love skulls. That's something I've always loved to draw. It looks like there's a bunch of live drawing in here, so I think I'll just go through these like really quickly. We're just gonna leave this one open like this, and I'll show you like this. I guess technically this is a little sketchbook, but there's not too much in here. I think I took this with me on holiday and I was just sketching stuff there. So this wasn't from that crazy long ago. Like you can tell, I really like this spread. Yeah, like you can tell like the drawings are a lot better compared to like a lot of the other stuff you've seen. So this isn't that long ago. Yeah, that's all in that one. Not much. And some of these little things. Hard to see, but I don't want to take them out. Yeah, these are all like biro pen drawings. This one's pencil, just blue on blue. Don't really like this one, but I know it's alright. Yeah, these things I think in this folder are a bit newer, so it's kind of nice. Some prints. Little oil painting. I think this was referenced from some sort of art. I think this was Slew did something and I tried to use the same reference photo, I think, if I remember correctly. Some more painting practice stuff. Yeah, I was never happy with how I painted portraits and stuff like that, so I was trying to practice a lot of them a bit more. This was like just little portraits. It's mainly from like shows I've watched that I quite liked, or just interesting reference photos. Yeah, so this is all like portraits. These you might have seen in a little video I've done. I wasn't that happy with these, but you know, whatever. These are prints of some drawings I did. I don't know if I've got the original drawings in here as well. They might be at the bottom since they're a bit bigger. Small thing, little fish. I think these are some plans. Don't even know. Another one of these. Yeah, Yeah, again, a little detail biro thing. More little prints. Same with these ones. This is a digital piece I did ages ago. Frog. Quite like this one actually. This was fun to do. This was I reference some sort of painting. I can't remember what it's called. If anyone knows, it'd be great to know. Painting. Now, Kitty Velour. Go. This is a little portrait book as well. I tried to keep these small and loose. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the two drawings that I did the print of. I actually still really like these ones. I did the background in acrylics and then I just did the pen on top. Yeah, I still like how they look. Test. A little practice. Just a bigger print of that previous image. Little tests again. Quite like these. I really like this one still actually. I just like the flamingo feathers. Fun to do. This, I don't like the face, but I like the butterflies. Mushrooms. I really like this one actually. Did it a long time ago. This wasn't for anything, but you know, I was really happy with how this came out. I think honestly, after this one, I realized I want to do bigger pieces that are all like biro and really detailed. So, yeah, like this one. This was something we did for uni, but I don't know. It's just a little booklet. It was for a very short project thing. It's fine. I like this image. Another biro thing. Oh, I forgot I made this. Look at that. It's just a little short booklet. But I think, yeah, there's not really that much like arty stuff in here. But yeah. Yeah, some original drawings. And then I coloured these in Photoshop. No, not Photoshop, Clip Studio. I only use Clip Studio. Some prints of my paintings. I think this is for like a children's book project thing I entered. Like a little competition. I didn't win or anything, but these are fun to do. I enjoy doing these. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was drawing otters for a while. Completely forgot. I tried to incorporate like all the patterns I like doing and these ones as well. Just to make it like a bit more visually appealing. But, oh, I was looking for this one. It's here. I actually still don't mind these, but they're not that great. They're alright though. Oh, I guess. Look through that one. What's this one? I think this is from like a book as well that I read. That was quite fun to do. It's like a little fold out. Yeah, this is the poster I did. I counted how many cars went past in a certain time, and then I did those exact number of cars on this poster. So I enjoyed doing all the little drawing bits in this one, actually. It's fun. And yeah, this is the little story that we did with that collaboration. And I can't remember, it's hard to remember how to fold this since it was very, I don't know, interactive, I guess. Look at that. The other lady, she did the story and I did the art for it. No, it's quite fun looking back on it. Don't know if this is all of it, but it's only a little short thing. Ah, there we go. Oh, don't like this one. I think that's that one. I actually really like this drawing. There's something's off about it, but it's like, this is when I first started to do these like big pen drawings. So it does kind of hold a special place. I know, it's a bit of a mishmash, bit of a mess to be honest, but I don't know, the vibes are there. So I think that's mainly it from that folder. Alright, this one. This, I have no idea when I started doing this one. I haven't finished it, of course. But yeah, again, it's all the bio stuff. I love doing all the little details. And honestly, I do actually still kind of like the concept. I might carry it on, or maybe I'll just start doing a new one that's like pretty much kind of like this. Just on a new piece of paper or cardboard. Since this is like mount board I used it on. Look, it's all like faded, all the colours, so no point in really carrying it on this one. It's kind of fun though. This one I hate. It looks awful, but this is from a long time ago. God, look at her nose. That's bad. Oh my goodness. Well, there's the first one. Alright, now we're on to the other big folder. And at the start, I think this is all like high school stuff again. This is like really old stuff. I did enjoy using the pastels for this. That was quite fun. It's nice and bright. Haven't never used them since. Charcoal, so I better put that away before it gets everywhere. Alright, I'll have to keep these this way around, otherwise they just won't fit in frame. But I think these might have been part of what I was putting in to like my portfolio when I wanted to, I don't know if it was to uni or it was to get into like the level 4 art stuff before uni. So I don't know, not sure, but this is more like to show. So there was a bit of life drawing. This one's still kind of cool. I think this is from, yeah, this is observational drawings. My messy room. Yeah, this is, I think it was to get into uni because this is my actual, that was the, where I did my A-levels in the level 4. So it must have been after that. And then here, some digital stuff, photograph stuff. Yeah, more of that. This is the stuff I don't really care about. These are kind of cool though. This was a story I did, The Boy Who Drew Cats. I took the story and I just did the drawings, so it's not like a completely original thing or anything. That's that one. This was from Kafka's The Metamorphosis. Turn around this way. Because obviously Tokyo Ghoul fans are also Kafka fans. That was fun to do though, I enjoyed that one. Oh god, these are stuck together. Why are they stuck together? I don't know. Can't really see it, but it's that. Then that's just empty. And that's a photo of a painting I did. I think this one's probably going to get cut up just because it takes up so much space. So yeah, at least I've got a photo of it. That's them. Got this one. Some practice stuff. Then This is definitely from high school. This was so long ago. Yeah. I started a painting of my cat, but I clearly never finished this one. I thought about doing like a deck of cards based on like the Alice Man's Returns game, but I only did these 3 ever, so that was the end of that project. Some more fan arty things. More fan arty things. This, I think, was a plan for a drawing or a painting. Don't think I ever did it though. Oh no, look, there's another Alice card. And that's just something else. Oh yeah, I did do that one in the end. There's also one like this. And we've got this one. And then there's these 2 little things. And I think that's it for that folder. Honestly, it's just a bunch of scraps of paper in those folders, along with like old, like really old pieces of artwork like these ones. So I don't know. All right, got this one. I did this so long ago, but honestly, I do still kind of like it. I like the colours, especially like this guy. I don't know. This is still kind of fun. I don't hate it. Oh, you can't even see it like that. This one. It's a portrait I did a long time ago as well. This was, I think I drew it traditionally and then I coloured it digitally. Just put like all my drawings together and then just printed it out like this. I don't know, it's fine, it's whatever. Then this one, it was kind of a fun idea, but I don't know if I really like it in the end. It's a bit beaten up as well, a bit faded. Got this little landscape. I know it's not very realistic, but no, it's kind of fun. It's more graphic, I guess. And then this is an old one as well. This one's from, I don't know, that level 4 thing I did from little paintings. I think this one's the most successful one out of them all. It's the most fun. But yeah, it's whatever. Oh, this little drawing, I hate this one. This one, again, I did it traditionally first and then I coloured it digitally. So that's the printed version. I think these 2 were part of planning for that same sort of project from the, oh, to go with this image in the end. I think then we just got some like scraps like this. It's fine, it's whatever. Got this one, something I never finished either. And then Courage, the Cowardly Doghouse. I still really like this painting actually. I might put this on my wall, I don't know. Then little portrait. This isn't as old, like you can tell it's a bit better. It's just a bit beaten up as well. Got some, like those, that drawing from before, but I just did it digitally. This is a little print of a drawing I did. I don't know where the actual drawing is though. It must be somewhere, but I have no idea where. I don't know where I've put it. But that's a printed version. I've got this little thing as well. This one had another one that was similar, but with a pink background. Don't know where that is either. But yeah. Alright, got some more images. These probably aren't from too crazy long ago, but there is a bit of a mix up because I think a lot of these I just shoved them in there, so we'll find out more hand. But I'm pretty sure I've repainted this image like 4 or 5 times. I know I did like a post about it on like I think my Instagram or something where I just showed how many of these I've done. It's nice to compare to see the progress though, I will say. Something blue. This was a fun one. It looks kind of cute, I don't know. This is supposed to be Andy C, the drum and bass DJ, but I made him look like way too cute. I don't know. So yeah, more practice. This turned into one of my big pieces. So this was like the test run for it. This is when went to see Batman. Love that film actually. And I don't know, I think this is just practice. Kind of like this one though, I like the colours. We've got what's in here. I think these are, these were clouds. I can't remember what they were called, but I found some references online. There was a storm photographer. I really loved it, so I tried to do a little painting with that. Gerald to Rivia. Oh, I wonder who this is from my BTS fan phase. And just a little turtle, tortoise. I should say tortoise. But yeah, it's a bit beaten up. This one's quite old as well. I think these are some, I think this was, I was gonna do something for the book Echo by Thomas Holt Huvelt. So I really like that author. I really loved Hex, and Echo was really good as well. So I can't wait for his other books to be translated and come out. But never finished. More Hannibal. This is just some practice. That's a self-portrait from quite a while ago. I had pink hair. I do kind of miss the pink hair, but I don't know. More practice. Never finished it. I kind of hate it. Let's see what's in here. This pile. Train to Busan. Love that film. Great film. Pinterest photo reference. So I had a little practice. I like how this came out. I like the sort of earthy tones this piece has. Ashniko. Love them. Again, Train. Oh no, I was going to say Train to Busan. No, Bullet Train. That's the film. That's the one. That was a fun one. I think this was supposed to be like a master copy, but I can't remember from who. It's a little portrait. Wednesday. Bones and All. That was a good film as well. I really enjoyed that one. Anything with cannibalism, honestly, I'm there for it. This, I remember this was, I followed a tutorial, I think by somebody I followed for Patreon for a little while, and I followed along, and I actually really like how it came out. So yeah, I still like it. It's nice. More Gerald. More portraits. Oh god. I like the colours on this one though. Yeah, that's nice. Just another little practice. Next pile. So that little practice. Just little. Yeah, you see it's all, they're all got other colours on them. It's all busted up, but it's alright. Don't really care for most of these ones. Tommy from Jijitos. Like this one. I think these were part of a little project I was doing for uni, and I used I scanned these ones, and I think I did something digitally with them. I think I made a little poster. Yeah, I don't think I've got that with me though. But, oh god, horrible. No, nothing. Oh no. That's kind of fun. That was when season 4 Stranger Things came out, I think. I think it was season 4. More practice. I think, yeah. Yeah, I did quite like these ones. Oh, yeah. Did enjoy doing these little portraits. These are quite fun. I quite like how these came out. They're quite nice and loose, but yeah, fun. Fun. And another Will Graham. I still like this one actually. Alright, we've got our next little pile. I think this is for stuff for uni. I was doing the story of Birds of Paradise. So I was doing them. I can't remember what the bird I mainly referenced was called.
Sorry, little guy. It's been too long. But he was fun to do. I remember I was watching a lot of videos of them dancing and all that. So that was a fun project to do. Quite like the colours I did. I kept it sort of nice and bright in the end, because I first tried with the black, but I definitely prefer it with the actual coloured pencils. I think it just looked nicer. So that's kind of what I stuck to in the end. You know, these might be the actual final pages in the end, and because I know I scanned a bunch of stuff in and was working on it that way, putting it all together. So I think I just used a bunch of these together and added the text in and did the backgrounds and all that sort of stuff. His little crying eyes. This is something different. I don't think, maybe it was for a little project. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can see my love for pens. Still love doing pen work. I like the design of this one. Yeah. And we've got a little Magica Magica fan art thing. Oh, it's just the one. I think this is just something different. I think inspired a lot by Camille Rose Garcia, if I'm thinking of the right person. This is a really old comic thing I did. There's no words, but I'm kind of thinking it could be fun to like redraw this, sort of remake it, and just see, like compare the two, since this is from a very long time ago. And I think it's very heavily inspired by Black Rock Shooter and just the fights in that one. So yeah, I don't really know what the actual idea of the story was, but you know, girls fighting. Yeah, should be fun to remake it. Got some things I was doing for uni. We did at uni, and we were just trying out like little storyboarding short scenes. So I really had fun with this one. Yeah. Also for a little story project. This was all done in gouache, by the way. These, some old little watercolor things. Yeah, they're whatever. This was another little short thing. Not very good. I like this spread though. And I did this all digitally. That's why I wanted to challenge myself, since I usually, if I use digital, I always did something traditionally to then take it into digital, but this was fully digital, so it was a bit challenging, honestly. Then we got this one. It's just little butterfly things. I am kind of obsessed with butterflies and moths in my work. Like, it's still a motif I really like to use, especially in my bigger pieces. I just love how detailed and small they are, and I can just get obsessive with the details. So yeah, these were all watercolor. That's that. The next ones I'm going to show, I'm going to go through quite quickly and not really explain anything, since these are pieces that I've shown in a previous video in a lot more detail where I actually do talk about them. So I think you can watch like my traditional art tour, and it's like one of the older videos I have on this channel. That might even be my first or second video or something like that. So yeah, but I go more in depth if you're interested. So I'll just quickly show these ones. Next up, I'm gonna show you all the bigger pieces that I've done. So we're starting off with this one, and I think this is the first big one that I did. So, and after this I just fell in love with it and I kept doing them, so I'll show you the ones that I have so far. And this one, it's oil paints, and obviously a big butterfly motif. That's something I still really like, but yeah, I still really like this one. I love the colours, so yeah, that's where it all started. So this is the other painting I did. It's oils again, and yeah, all blue. I really wanted to go blue, so I wanted to contrast the heart with all the birds, but the birds are striped birds, since everything I do is a little bit Hannibal coded. It seems like anyways. But yeah, I did enjoy this one, though I think, I don't know, like I didn't want the birds to be too realistic, but like somewhere in between. But so that's why a lot of them have the dark outline, since I wanted you to be able to differentiate between each separate bird. But I don't know, I think some are okay, some are a bit funny, but as a whole I think it's alright. I quite like it. So yeah, that's that one. Our next one, this I think was a big first biro drawing I did. So I started off with black biros. I got the papers I think in the similar size as the oil paper I used for the other big ones, but it's just normal card paper. So yeah, it's nice and smooth, and like I like this one. I like the bottom of it. I'm not too sure about the composition up here. I think maybe I should have just filled it all up with the flowers, honestly, but I don't know. It's alright, I like it. It took me a long time to get all the detail with the flowers, but yeah, it was a fun one. Right, our next one, another painting, but this one's a lot more beaten up. It's very folded, so I had to tape it down just to show you. But yeah, that's basically it. I like the concept, but I think the execution could be a lot better. So maybe I could redo something like this eventually. I don't know, we'll see. I like the idea of it, so it's alright, it's fine. I don't like really the faces, like especially this one, that one. I think they look a bit funny, you know. Yeah, that's that one. This is our last one, and it's the most recent one, and it's still not finished yet. So I have a vlog of me starting doing this and just getting, I don't know, about halfway through around here. So I think that's a few videos back on my channel. So if you want to like actually see the process of me working on it. But yeah, I think I just need to, because it's quite curled, that's why I've taped it again. So I think I'll just need to lay it flat on the ground, just let it sit for a while until it sort of uncurls. And then I'll just put it back on here, and I think I'll just keep working on it eventually, since I do really want to get it done. I want it to be all filled up. All this will be grass. I'll have some more flowers here in the foreground. Since I think up here is mainly done, I might just go in and darken some areas. The dog's head's nearly done, I just need to do his tongue. Yeah, I do really want to get this done, so we'll see. We'll see how I balance this with like making my comic and all that, so yeah. I thought that was never gonna end, but here we are. I finally finished filming. You know, I started filming at 8 in the morning. It is now 1. All that time, I was just sorting through all my artwork. But, you know, honestly, it was fun to look back on, so yeah, it was fun to do. It's just, there's just so much old stuff I've got. But I've still got to put a few little bits and bobs away. And now I can actually put some of the things I want on my walls. And yeah, be nice to see my work up, at least pieces that I actually like, the newer stuff. So yeah, but I hope you guys like the video, and I hope you guys stick around for some other ones that I might upload. And honestly, all my other videos, they're mainly going to focus on me working on like my manga, since that is my main goal at the moment. It's what actually gives me proper satisfaction when I'm working on my art. So I just wanted to like show all this that I have accumulated over the years, like all like my progress and all like my fan phases and my obsessions, since you can see all that throughout your art, can't you? And yeah, so I hope you guys liked it, had a little laugh as well at some of the old stuff. And you know, I suggest, like, I know it takes up a lot of space, but honestly I suggest keeping a lot of the work you have done before, even if it isn't, you know, great. It's still fun to look back on, see where you started and where you're now. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope I'll see you again. See ya.